the history of the Red Sonja design is so fascinating. I just want to quickly go through this.
I do find it confusing. So
yeah. So Frank Thorne drew this as a, which the differences here are interesting because you look at Red Sonja's hair. It's like, did someone do some touch-ups here? Like,
yeah, it looks like it got transformed into like, did somebody add a top knot or something?
Yeah, and actually her legs are a little different too. Maybe this isn't the original. Maybe this was a recreation.
Huh. Well,
but at any rate, Frank Thorne drew this as sort of a look at the different designs of Red Sonja. So she originally was a character created like Red Sonja with not with a Y, but it ends in an IA. Red Sonja of Rogatino in one of the short stories.
mhm.
And I think in the 60s there was a short story collection, and Roy Krenkel did about 20 illustrations, and so this was the first illustration of what Red Sonja looked like. This is how Roy Krenkel envisioned. But then in the comics, Barry Windsor-Smith had her in issue 23 and 24, and this is how he designed her.
Okay.
And so she was only in these two issues, and that was like, the cover date was like February, March 1973. But there was a Comic Scene magazine, which is Jim Steranko had this basically. It was a magazine about comics and film and paperbacks and TV and pulps and stuff, and yeah, there was a lot of art in there. And I think this artist Esteban Maroto sent in this image. I don't know the full origin, but this is the first image of her in the chainmail bikini.
Okay.
And I guess Roy Thomas saw this and liked it so much that so this is a black and white reproduction in Savage Sword of Conan #1. But before that, so this was August 1973, I believe. So this was like 3 or 4 months after Barry Windsor-Smith created her. And then in February of 1974, like Roy Thomas basically commissioned Esteban Maroto to do a double page spread of her.
Oh, cool.
And that was in Savage Tales magazine #3. So that was the second image of him doing her in the chainmail bikini. Yeah, so here Boris Vellejo got to draw the outfit, and
hell yeah.
So this is August of 1974, so a year after that Esteban Maroto image, and John Buscema got to draw Red Sonja in this Conan story, and I think he sort of distilled it to its essential parts to make it easy for basically any artist to draw under the fast-paced comic schedule. You have to simplify basically.
Yeah, it's pretty decluttered from the previous ones.
Yeah, because if you look at that, like that's some pretty detailed work.
There's a lot of straps going on.
Yeah, and then from there that became her outfit. Also in Savage Sword of Conan #1. This is interesting because it's this was a Red Sonja short story in that, and it's written by Roy Thomas, and it's art by Esteban Maroto, Neil Adams, and Ernie Chua. And I don't know who did what.
No, it's Ernie Chan.
No, it's Chua.
Chua.
It's Chua? Okay, well, there is Ernie Chan. Maybe it's a typo or something.
Which was also published in color in this.
Was it corrected, the spelling?
No, Chua.
Ernie Chan. You're right. Yeah, it was spelled wrong there. Yeah, it was corrected. The recoloring was by Jose Villarrubia, which the recoloring is not bad on this, actually. But yeah, that's the history of, and then of course Frank Thorne takes over, and he basically does the definitive. He's the definitive Red Sonja artist in my mind.
Right on. Yeah,
100%. Yeah, I'll approve that message.